You can see I've pulled the panel off. I'm trying to pull the screws out, and they're a little bit rusty and they're sticking a little bit. And of course, Shorty is doing his best to help. He even has a screwdriver. You can see right here I'm prying off the connectors. They are kind of seized. Took a screwdriver, they came right out. Took a little bit of wiggle and a waggle, and there we go. You can see as I'm fiddling around with the unit that even the lever feels crunchy, and you can hear it when you move it back and forth. So I'm taking the screws out. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull the whole thing apart. It's only 3 major pieces. We've got the cover panel that just flops off right there. Those screws are being pulled apart. We've got the lever, and as you can see I'm beating. You can see some of the crap on the ground. Tuck those two into, and the shifter knob into the wash bin, and we will scrub those up later. Shorty and I are going to vacuum out the car because there are some leaves that blew into it while we were waiting. He's also getting the center section where there's quite a bit of debris. And while we're at it, we're just going to go ahead and put the vacuum on various parts of the car because, you know, he feels like it. I'd also like to note that my son is not quite the YouTube star yet, so he's very talented at things like slouching, blocking the camera view, and of course typical toddler meddling. So we finished vacuuming up. Gonna get a little bit here, get a little bit there while we're at it. Push the car around, shut the vacuum off, and it's time to scrub up the parts. So now we're going to go ahead and wash up. Shorty's doing his best to help. We've got some toothbrushes, and all we're doing is just getting the excess garbage out. I'm not too worried about water getting in the switches because there's already everything else in them. We let them dry. We head over to the bench. You can see there are 4 tabs that hold these things in. They're just pressed in, so if we push those tabs, sometimes we need a screwdriver to push them in. Once we get them set into place, the switch pops right out. Take the new one we got off of Amazon, we put it right in, and you can see how the lever just slides over the switches, and that's what changes it from high to low and forward and reverse. Now we do need to make sure that we have the knob in the correct position, otherwise the case won't close like what you can see there. So we're going to flip it over, everything snaps together the way it's supposed to. We put the screws back in, and we're almost good to go. Yeah, just like that. Oh, yeah. Dirty screw. Now we're clicking like we're supposed to. Nice and sharp. Now that our shifter is back together, we're going to go ahead and put it in the car. You need to make sure that both connectors are on there properly. I have the battery in the car to test it and make sure that forward is forward and reverse is reverse, because they can be switched. Now that Shorty's showing up to block the view, you can't see that I'm having a little difficulty. When I put the connector on, it manages to push the switch out of its hole in the box. So I have to open the box so that I can put pressure on the switch as I put the connector on. This is because the connectors are old and there's a little bit of scale on them. Typically, it would be a good idea to put some dielectric grease on them, but I'm cheap. Either way, I've checked it. It does go forward when the lever's in forward, and I put the lever in reverse, and it goes in reverse. So we're good to go there. I'm going to go ahead and button it back up. That way, Shorty can go for a ride.